It was a mid-hot summer day. Olaf was enjoying his life. Flowers bloomed, honeybees came for a visit. It was summer vacation. Isn't it great? No. In summer of 2017, I was a rising sophomore struggling with SAT. Every day was a rigid routine. Classes started at 9 in the morning and we studied until 2 a.m. the next day. After half a month of intensive study, my SAT grade improved by 0%. I was in an existential crisis. If anyone would ask me how's life, I would probably reply, why life? I felt like a malfunctioning robot, programmed to help my SAT score, but instead, I diced it. And it was in this state of mood that my sister took me on a 5-day trip to Iceland. Iceland, I thought, sounds icy and sad. So I entered the capital with a dispirited heart, and I saw something completely out of my expectation. The capital in Iceland wasn't like any other capitals. The capitals in China and the US were filled with people and cars. But Reykjavik was colorful. Yes, it was cold, 50 degrees on a summer day, but meanwhile, it was also warm. The buildings with a variety of colors that looked aesthetically pleasing when they came together, the little decoration on the storefront, the hot air balloon models hanging from the ceiling, the little rocks wearing clothing that some human beings crocheted for them to keep them warm, people walking on the street with bright smiles, and a solemn church by the end of the street that symbolized protection and love, all together form a community that says welcome. On this cold summer day, my heart that was frozen by the SAT started to thaw. Waterfalls in Iceland were well known. Their power and beauty was ineffably stunning. Water flew from the stream at the top of the mountain and rushed down like a leopard towards the river to embark on its journey across Iceland. As I became stunned by the sight of the waterfall, my sister expressed her interest in taking a delicate photo of me and the waterfall. She gave me a thin, silky red dress that apparently did not function well as clothing during a cold summer day, except that it looked quite nice. So I stood 100 yards away from the waterfall and started posing. I could feel the heavy pressure behind my back. The water particles frantically sprinted towards me, as if they haven't seen a human being for 100 years. As I turned around, facing the waterfall, I couldn't even open my eyes wide enough to see the whole picture. But I saw the cloud of mist formed by the heavy pressure of gravity, hovering on top of the river. It must be really fun to go down there, I thought as I stepped closer. Every step closer to the mist was like a step closer to the characters in the animation who trained themselves under the waterfall. But, of course, the heavy pressure in front of me told me that it probably wasn't a good idea to go any closer. When I was deep in my thoughts, I heard someone yelling from the distance, "Turn your head a little bit. Yes, that's right. And put your hands like this. Yep. Eyes to the camera. Nice job." It was my sister. Apparently, she really had a spirit of a good photographer. I guess that's why I'm using her work for this video project instead of mine. By the end, I looked like a drowned chicken, which was a Chinese idiom for a person soaked from rain. Yet, it was very fun. It's the first time I got so close to a waterfall. This small adventure decorated my summer with excitement. Throughout this trip, I discovered many new things about Iceland and myself. I saw the marshmallows scattered on the grassland as if carelessly dropped on the meadow during a barbecue. I befriended the horses that stick their tongue out to ask for more food. I witnessed the huge plane debris as a result of a plane crash, and the balanced rocks next to it that symbolized silence after the calamity. I left my footsteps on the extensive glacier and did some push-ups to drink the narrow but real natural spring at the top of the glacier. But unfortunately, that thing was not recorded or included in this video project. Every new discovery gave me a sense of joy. Each new adventure energized me to confront the obstacles. I was fascinated by the variety of things I could encounter in merely 5 days, and I was ready to embark on a new journey of discovery. As we headed back to the US, my sister asked me, "How's life now?" I instantly replied, "Life is great, what do you mean?" "Girl," she laughed, "you said you were a malfunctioning robot not even a week ago." "Yeah," I replied, "but I was too focused on my own little world. The malfunctioning robot can fix itself. I didn't have the power to reset my CPU, but Iceland just gave it to me." The story ready to get back to school.